Peace, peace, y'all. Welcome to today's mathematics with your girl Sunshine Monet L. Today is 7/11/8, y'all. Happy 7/11 to my 7/11ers. It's Free Slurpee Day, y'all, and also 7/11 to the tribes that it applies to. Happy 7/11 to my Moabs and my Moors out there, gang off in this thing. So we already know we in the month of 7. This is the month of balancing our facets of ourselves, going inward but not going too inward to where we feel lonely, learning how to be alone without feeling lonely. 7 deals with interpersonal, whether it's interpersonal with the facets of yourself or interpersonal skills with other people in your one-on-one relationships. We're dealing with balance. We're dealing with the Libra scales here of justice and fairness and harmony and all those things, and bonds and contracts, marriages in order. Libra is the heart chakra energy. In the supreme mathematics, this is the number of God. The number of God bringing us to that space of isolation and solitude, because you have to go inward to get there, right? So learning to go inward, be mindful, because not only are we in the month of 7, we are in a day of 11, which is 2, which is still Libra energy. Libra energy ruling, but it's Taurus ruling the second house too. So, we have, today is really heavy on the heart chakra energy, whether you're going in the Libra route with it or Taurian route with it. I say do both, because that's all about balance, harmony, and justice, right? How well is your internal heart chakra aligning with your external heart chakra? If you missed the reading for this week, I talked about how it's important to make sure that it's your internal self that's reflecting in your external and not the other way around. Your external circumstances should not be what is controlling what you got going on inward. It should be your inward self controlling what your external things are going on. So if you find yourself doing the opposite of that, work on it. It's all right. So we in a day of 11. It's a day of mastery. Y'all know I love my 11s. This is all about learning how to pour into yourself so much that it just trickles down into other people. This is the only time the trickle effect actually works. When it does it in politics, it does not work that way. But yes, pour into yourself, master yourself, learn yourself, learn to be your own master, learn to walk in your truth, learn to really implement and enforce, that balance and that harmony and that justice that you require, that reciprocation you require within your facets of self and your interpersonal relationships with other people is very important, and you deserve it, and know you deserve it, so that you can really attract it into your vortex without that second-handed, I might, in certain circumstances I do, but then in other ones I don't. We don't know. Don't do that to yourself. You deserve it all the time, everywhere. Screaming from the rooftops, whatever. So that 11 comes into 7. That brings you to 18, 1 and 8. That's knowledge on what needs to be built and what needs to be destroyed. Because once you start paying attention to your 7s and your 11s, and you're like, dang, I need to get rid of this shit out of my space. This shit is not providing equality and balance. I need to add this shit to my space. This is where it's at. All these things like that. That's what you're going to come into with that 1 and 8. You're going to have that knowledge on it, and it's going to bring you into giving born. That's what you're going to give birth to. It's so really do your homework and let yourself do it. We in the second decade of the month. This is another 2. So we got 3 2s already popping for us, right? We done got 3 2s. We got our first 8 of build and destroy. And so it's a very emotional day today. So, let your emotions show you what it is in your space that you need to bring forward and you need to get rid of, be mindful of being overly dramatic in your emotions, as we're already dealing with 3 2s, expressing with those 2s. And we already in our first 8, and we didn't even get to the year 8 yet. Okay. So 1 and 8, we giving birth, right? And then when we give birth, we're going to bring that 9 into the year 8, right? And when we bring that 9 to the year 8, it's 1 and 7. So we still getting that knowledge of God. So we giving what we give birth and we're putting it into our solar plexus chakra. This is the year of 8 transformations and rebirth. We are, really enforcing things and conceiving things that we wish to have in our space this year. And you really deserve it. And I'm really happy for you and all the things you've already started conceiving, because this is what we're going to give birth to next year when we in the 2025. It's going to be a great time. And just know that 2024 is 2, which is wisdom in your space, and then wisdom in what you create, right? Yes, wisdom in your space, wisdom what you create. And then you got wisdom in your space, and then you got the equality happening. And then you got wisdom, equality, and then you got transformations. So that's the story of the year, and that's how we get to the year of 8. So be mindful of that, right? So yeah, so we got the 9, we're giving birth, we put it into the 8 of our solar plexus chakra, like here you go, this is what we're giving birth to. Go ahead and do your thing and enforce it with that solar plexus chakra. Now your solar plexus chakra, like, yeah, now we on that 1 and 7, we getting that knowledge from God after, we do all of that. Because once you start enforcing that shit in your space, like, this is the equality, this is the balance and justice I need, like, come at me different, then it's like, oh snap, God is responding. The God and other people are responding, whether that God in them is in alignment or not in alignment with yours. That depends on those different circumstances. But you already knew that before you said the 1 and 2s, right? So we have that 1 and 7 that comes together and makes another 8. Okay, so we got 3 8s, right? Because we got the 11 and 7 came together, make 18. That's the 8. We gave birth in the 9. We put the 9 into the year 8. That's the second 8. And that makes 17. We came back to knowledge in God again, which brings us to 8. So we in the day of 8. We got 3 8s today and 3 2s today. So what are you doing with that expression of the 2s and the 8s? What are you doing with that expression of your heart chakra and finding the balance, harmony, and justice, and with your solar plexus chakra of enforcement? Do that shit with 10 toes down because you deserve to. So let's talk about the astrological report on this 7/11. We start the day off with a 24% waxing crescent moon rising at 11:11 a.m. and setting at 11:43 p.m. We are in Virgo, so all about organization in our mind. Oh, that's why I feel great today. We in a Virgo moon. Oh yeah, happy lunar return to the homie Adonis. All about organization, paying attention to what you manifest and what you wish to harvest in your space. I guess that's why I was in alignment today with the readings of today being in alignment with the Virgo eclipse that we got coming up in September. Okay, it's all making sense to me. We like it here. We love it here. Check out that YouTube video I did a little bit earlier today. And so, yeah, it's just all about organization, paying attention to your health, wealth, daily routine, your moral and integral code, what you listening to, what you're speaking on, what you're teaching, and what you're learning. All that is in alignment with the Virgo and our mindset. Now, in our vortex of things, we are in Leo with it, so we're being confident and courageous with it. We're stepping into our heart chakra with it, as far as on the Kabbalah with the Tippereth, and being confident with that fire on our heart. We're in the 6th house, so we're applying it to our daily routine, which is ruled by Leo. So being confident in the daily routine we create today, and that's a lot to do with that 11. Really, doing those things, and then putting in your solar plexus chakra. Sunrise at 5:40 a.m. and setting at 8:29 p.m. Jupiter and Aldebaran are in conjunction today at 11:49 a.m. Jupiter was 4.8 degrees north. And so with Jupiter and Aldebaran being close, Jupiter is the planet of generosity, optimism, and with the oracle sage type of wisdom that hits your neurons, right? Because Jupiter rules over the sacral chakra, which is in alignment with your neural self, with your sensual self, right? How you feeling things. And so Aldebaran is the follower. This is the eye of the constellation of Taurus, right? And this energy is associated with riches. It's one of the main stars, like with Regulus and shit. So this is one of the stars that brings the riches. It's associated with rain. It's associated with assisting you in sticking to your moral and integral code as you go forth and embark on your ambitions and the things that you want in life. And that's the true balance right there. Can you keep your moral and integral code and things like that intact while you embark on the different materials and things that you want to have in your life? That is a real test. And that's why I talked about it. It should be your internal self that reflects what's outward, not the other way around. When you do it the other way around, we are not in balance with that Aldebaran energy. So let that alignment be your guide when you're manifesting things in your space or harvesting, if you're utilizing this Virgo moon to do that. And also reach out if you would like a personal reading. I'm here for you. I love you so much, Cosmic Nobodies. Peace, peace.